Hey guys, Zack here, and welcome back to Pokemon Scarlet. So, in the previous episode, well, essentially what we did is we just explored well, we didn't really explore. We took some classes, because we're behind on our classes, and we don't really have enough credits to graduate, as Arvin may or may not have demonstrated. We haven't really been doing our classes. So, yeah, we're gonna have to finish up our classes today. And that's probably what we're gonna be spending most, if not all, of the episode on. So we've got math, history, language, battle stat. We got 6 classes left. So I think we're gonna start with, well, we're gonna start with math. Math with Miss Time? Yes. That's what we consume. Don't be tardy. I'm pretty sure she's a former gym leader, because I'm pretty sure she's Rhyme's sister, if I remember correctly. Hello everyone, nice to meet you. My name's Time and I will be your math teacher. Sorry to put you all on the spot at the start of class, but let me ask you a quick question. Do you enjoy numbers, arithmetic, and the like? Yeah. Okay, and then Nemona's in our class as well. Oh my, haha, thank you all for your honest responses. Some of you may like numbers, and some may not. I think that makes it a wonderful mix. But no matter your opinion on math, I hope you'll find yourself enjoying our lessons together. I'll do my best to find a good way to match up your interests with all types of math lessons. Speaking of which, are you all caught up with your studies on Pokemon type matchups? For example, grass is strong against water, and water is strong against fire, correct? Zack, you seem to be good with Pokemon, let me ask you this. Bearing in mind that water is strong against fire, if the move Water Gun hits a fire-type Pokemon, what becomes the move's damage? If Water Gun hits a fire, cut in half. Oh my, a little reverse thinking, I see, but I'd probably be in a rough shape afterwards if I got hit by something that I was weak to, wouldn't I? Oh, I'm an idiot. No, never mind. Using moves of a type your opponent is weak to is a super effective attacking. It multiplies the damage of those 2 moves by 2. On the other hand, using moves as a type your opponent is resistant to isn't very effective. It divides the damage of your moves by 2. I'm an idiot. Hold on. Haha, I didn't mean to encroach on Miss Genjo's battle studies territory, of course, but I thought it'd be best to use a lively topic as an example. That can make math fun even for those of you who don't like this subject, don't you think? I'm an idiot. Oh my, is that the bell I suppose that's all for now? What a shame. I'm looking forward to seeing you all in the next class. I hope you'll be looking forward to it too. Okay. So taking all the classes seems to just kind of... I'm an idiot. You like math? Yes. I'm an idiot. I knew that it was super effective and I whiffed it. I wasn't paying enough attention. That's my own damn fault. In any case. Hello everyone, let's have fun in class today. Tell me, do you enjoy shopping? Buying tasty bread or choosing new clothes, even just a window shopping is so much fun. Today's class I'd like to use shopping, one of my own favorite hobbies mind you, to teach you all about math. I'm sure everyone here has visited Pokemon at least once. They sell all sorts of Pokemon items. Pokeballs are one of the many useful items you can find there. They cost 200 each. Now then, I'd like to ask you to do some thinking with me here. One Pokeball's 200. If you had 2,000 and bought as many Pokeballs as you could, how many would you receive? 10! Oh dear, I'm sorry, Zack, I suppose a bit of a trick question. With 2,000, you can afford to purchase a maximum of 10 Pokeballs. However, if you purchase 10 or more of any one type of Pokeball... Oh! I forgot about the Premier Ball! So the correct answer is in fact 11. It sure is nice to get a little bonus like that on a shopping trip, isn't it? I forgot about the Premier Ball! I forgot that's how you get them! Oh my, is it the bell? I suppose that's all for now, what a shame. I'm looking forward to seeing you all in the next class. I hope you'll look... Okay, there's a lot... Okay, this one's a little bit difficult. Now that I'm looking at this. Good lord. Alright, let's take more classes. Oh, okay. Math is not going off to a great start. Alright, so the trick question is that's 11. Well, I'll know that for the test now. Oh my. Hello everyone, let's have a fun class today. Tell me, do you enjoy fortune telling, horoscopes, and the like? I think it feels great to read your horoscope and see that says good luck is coming your way. So today I'd like to teach you all the math while focusing on the topic of luck. Perhaps you have seen the following phrase crop up during Pokemon battles before. A critical hit. When a Pokemon attack lands a critical hit, the damage it deals is increased by half. In other words, it does 1.5 times as much damage as it normally would. It is truly luck that determines whether your Pokemon lands a critical hit or one has landed on it. That can cause great upset in a battle. I don't. I think it's about 1 in 100 hit. I want to say it's 1%. Oh my, critical hits land far more often than that. Okay, never mind. I'm an idiot. The usual land critical hits is to be 1 in 24, which figures roughly 4.7%. Okay, the odds are more favorable for certain moves, though. Like moves such as Stone Edge and Shadow Claw have about a 12% chance. You can all use a move called Focus Energy, and item news its tire hit. Both increase the critical hit ratio by 2 stages. That's a 50% chance to land a critical hit. It was great to land a critical hit, but perhaps not so lucky to be struck by one. There's a surprising amount of mathematical probability hidden in Pokemon battles, you know? So this is designed to teach you about... This class is designed to teach you all about, you know, about odds. Okay, I understand what this is trying to teach me. It's trying to teach me that about the quote-unquote luck mechanics in Pokemon. So that's what all the classes seem to be about. They're designed to teach you how to actually play the game. Well, but they're also designed to teach you about luck and all the other things. Like, it's designed to teach you about super effective attacks, battle tactics, evolution, all of those kinds of things. So if you do this, so you're supposed to do this when you've beaten the game. But by the time you've beaten the game, you probably already know all of this. So it's kind of a moot point, but it is interesting that they just have the tutorial tucked away as like some sort of optional class-based thing. I like that. If you are able to do the calculations, they'll swing luck in your favor and may open the door for more strategic choices for you during battle. Alright. I'm always at the bell. I suppose that's all for now. What a shame. Next class will be our fun midterm exam. I hope you'll be... I'm going to fail the midterm. I guarantee you that. Because I haven't been doing very well at this. But now I know things. Now I know. Good evening, Master Zack. Math midterm. You like a math Miss Time? Yes, please. Class will begin soon. Okay, let's do the midterm and hopefully do well on it. I don't know how well we'll do at it, but we're going to do our best. I think that's all we can do. All right, everyone, it's time to begin our midterm exam. I'm sure the fun experiences you'll have in my class will serve you well as you answer. Oh. What are we going to do when it hits a fire-type Pokemon? Double damage. We know that now. How much does a Razor Leaf do when it hits a fire-type Pokemon? Half damage. We spent 2,011. I learned that now. Which will usually have to land a critical hit. About 4%. How much damage does a move deal when it lands a critical hit? 1.5 times as much. Alright, everyone, time to put your hands on your lap now. You were all concentrating so hard I can't wait to see how well you did. Do go and ask for your scores to the front desk and take an ice break. Okay, I should be good on midterms then. Right? It feels great to get our test out of the way, doesn't it? Let's take a look at your results. You must get 3 questions correct. Okay. I think I did. I think I got a 5 out of 5. Yes. That's a passing score. Congratulations. Last time asked us to give us the reward to any students who pass the exam. 5 experience candies. Alright. So I think it's always that. Alright. Math. We want to finish math. And then once we're done, class will begin soon. Don't be tardy. Okay. Well, this should be... I should have been doing these as I played. I didn't do them. And now I gotta do them for post-game. And waste several episodes on it. Hello, everyone. Well done on the midterm exam. Some people were in perfect scores, and others seem to have a bit of trouble, but I can tell you that you are all tried your best. I'm quite pleased to say that every last one of you passed. I can only assume that means that you have all come to love numbers. Okay, stay sharp and try your best for the rest of my classes, too. Speaking of staying sharp, do you know how the word applies to Pokemon? That word applies to Pokemon battles? That's right, it has to do with stat boosts. A Pokemon stat can increase and fall through the course of battle, correct? Alright, for example, a Pokemon using the move Work Up and Stack and Special Attack stats will rise by 1 stage each. And, so as you may know, each time a Pokemon's attack or special attack rises 1 stage, moves affected by that stat will deal 50% more damage. Alright, if that same Pokemon from the previous example were used work up again, it boosts its attack and special attack will have risen by 2 stages total. This results in a 100% increase in damage dealt, making its move twice as strong. Swords Dance, on the other hand, boosts attack by 2 stages at once, allowing this Pokemon to deal damage after just a single use. Okay, so that's why Swords Dance is really good as a move, by the way. Because it doubles, you use it 3 times, your attack is maxed, and then you just hit for a massive amount of damage. And the same Stowage would boost the Pokemon attack by 4 stages. How much more damage then would this Pokemon deal? Double damage. Oh yes, this question is a tricky one, isn't it? Damage would be doubled if it used Work Up twice, but we're talking about Swords Dance. Each stage of that Pokemon... Okay, so it's... So being raised by 4 stages results in 4 times... 200%! So triple damage. Okay, okay, I'm not good with math. So this is probably why I'm struggling a little bit with this one. Type max up, critical hit damage, and other factors all play into these calculations as well. So even if a small boost must be taken seriously. By the way, if a stat simply rose, that means it has gone up by 1 stage. If it rose sharply, that's 2 stages. And if it rose drastically, that's 3 stages. Just so you know, the X attack and X special attack items, which can only be used in battle, can be used to sharply boost those respective stats. Okay, oh my, set the bell. I suppose that's all for now. What a shame. Today's lesson was a little difficult, so be sure to review what you've learned in order to stay sharp. I'll see you all again in next class. Okay. Let's do our best. Alright, more. More classes. More classes. Yeah, more classes. Oh, we've got so much we need to do to be able to do good at classes. Alright. Hello everyone, let's have a fun class today. Did you make sure to review last class's material in order to stay sharp? I know it was a little difficult without talking about multiplication and percentages and the like, but today we'll be talking about percentages again to learn about probability. That may sound like we're going to have another difficult class, but did you know that all you already deal with probability on a regular basis? Pokemon moves generally have a property called accuracy, which determines the probability that they will hit. The accuracy of tackle is 100, or 100%, so if you were to use tackle 100 times, you could expect it to hit it all 100 times. Move Hypnosis, which puts opponent to sleep, only has a 60, or 60%. That means you could expect it to hit 60 times in 100 uses. To put it another way, out of 100 uses, you could expect it to miss 40 times. Many of the truly powerful moves often tend to have the lower accuracy. So when you're deciding whether to go slow and steady with moves that are sure to hit, or hard and fast with stronger but less accurate moves, you're already setting probability. Let me see here. Perhaps Surf and Hydro Pump would be good examples for this discussion. Surf has a power of 90. Its accuracy is 100, meaning you can expect it to hit every time. Hydro Pump's accuracy is only 80, but when it hits, its power is 110. So between Surf and Hydro Pump, which move would you want to use yourself? Ooh. Depends on the situation. Oh my, I see you're always considering various possibilities, Zack. I may have made it sound like there was a correct answer here, but there's not. You're free to use any move you wish. Factors like PP or a number of targets may make some moves more suited to comp certain situations. However, trading accuracy for power and vice versa is purely a matter of preference. This Surf versus Hydro Pump debate has been ongoing for quite some time. Okay, so we're talking about people with competitive. Personally, I'm more invested in debating the Rock-type moves, Slug Stride and Stone Edge. Let me tell you, I could get really worked up when talking about those butts. Oh my, there's the bell, what a shame. Next class will be the last time together, so show up 100% ready to go. Alright, and then we've got the midterm, right? The final after that. So... Okay. Alright, in any case, let's finish this. Math 6. You like math this time? Yes. We want more time. Okay. I'm not doing super great in her class. So, well, I should be fine. Everyone, I hope we'll have fun once again today for our last class together. Alright. Well, in any case, last time we learned about probability using move accuracy as an example. Probability is quite an interesting subject. Did you know that in class with 40 students, there's a 90% chance that the 2 of them will have the same birthday? This is true despite the fact that there are over 300 days each year. Isn't that remarkable? But let's move on to today's topic before we can get swept away with probability again. I've been teaching you how to calculate damage in this class using examples like type matchups, critical hits, stat boost, and the like. All these variables are multiplied together to calculate damage dealt to an opponent. However, did you know that there's an even simpler way to increase the damage of your Pokemon moves? All you have to do is have your Pokemon use a move that it shares a type with. If a Rock-type Pokemon uses a Rock-type move, Stone Edge, the move's base power of 100 is multiplied by 155 to become 1.5 to become 150. Ground and Rock-type Pokemon seem like similar types, but if a Ground-type Pokemon uses Stone Edge, the move's power will remain at 100. Super effective moves and critical hits also add multipliers to this on a little numerical increase, so it's most certainly must not be taken lightly. Okay, let me ask you a question to see if you understand what I'm talking about here. Say you have a move with a power of 100. If a Pokemon that shares a type with this move uses it and hits an opponent that is weak to that type, what happens to that move's power? Its power becomes 200, doesn't it? Because it's 105. It's a 0.5 base power. No. It becomes 300 because it's doubled. You did the calculations all in your head? Well done, Zack. First, using a move that shares the type with its user multiplies the moves by a base power of 100 by 1.5, making the power 150. The fact that the opponent is weak to the move's type then doubles that power from 150 to 300. The original power from the move ends up being tripled. Isn't that amazing? What's more, if a Pokemon terrestrializes and its Terra type matches one of its original types, then the bonus it gets for using a move of the same type increases from 1.5 to 2. That's why Terra moves deal more damage. It's a 2%, it's a 2 times increase rather than a 1.5 increase. That's why Terra moves deal more damage. That makes sense. Of course, being able to use a lot of moves with different types is great as well. That's one way you can express your opponent. In the end, your own innate characteristics are what will really let you shine the most. Bear in mind that this is true for both humans and Pokemon. I'm sure it would make you happy if you could just take those words to heart. But I suppose I should really have shared this basic advice right from our first lesson. My apologies. And just like that, class is over. The last of our time together flew by like the blink of an eye. It was so much fun to be able to teach you all eager students about numbers. Next class will be our final exam. Be sure to review material well in preparation. Oh, this is not gonna go well, is it? Cause I'm not good with math. So give me a couple. I only really did well in the last couple of classes, so let's see how well this goes. Good evening. Let's take the math final and get completely screwed. Class will begin soon. Don't be tardy. Yeah, but this entire class was interesting because you get to learn about some of the more luck-based things in Pokemon that aren't really luck. They're calculated. They're just calculated on the... Alright, everyone, it's time to begin our final exam. I'm sure the fun experiences you'll have in my class will serve you well as you answer. Alright? Ooh, how much Great Balls could a person for 3,000? Oh! 600. 1,200. 600, 1,200. 5. The Water-type move with a power of 100 lands a critical hit on Grass-type Pokemon. What will the move's power be? Oh. Okay, hold on. But it's a power of 100, right? Oh, this is... I don't know if this is gonna be... Okay, if a water-type move with a power of 100... Well, 100. Because it takes half damage from the fact that it's resisted, but then it adds another. But then it adds a half multiplies it by half again, which makes the whole fact that it's resisted a moot point. So 100. I'm pretty sure. The normal conditions where opportunity says. The Stone Edge have to land a critical hit. 12%. The Pokemon uses Sword Stance, triple damage. Because I remember that. Rock-type Pokemon with Terra type 2. Okay, I think there was the one I wasn't sure on, but I think I'm good. This test is what was the accumulation of all I taught you. I'm sure you did a fine job. Do go and ask for scores at the front desk and then take a nice break. I get the feeling I didn't do Hold That Hot, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see. I will be happy if I pass my class. You must get 4 questions to pass the final exam. You answered 4 out of 5. Okay, I was sure. I had a feeling. I had a feeling that first one was gonna trip me up. 5 experience candies. Okay, perfect. Keep doing your best. Let's go on to the next class. History. History, languages, battle studies, art, home ec. I think history. Ryfort. I have not taken history. That's what we can soon. Don't be tardy. This isn't Ryfort. Who's Ryfort? Oh. Miss Ryfort. Never mind. Oh, I see we have some new students here with us today. My name is Ryfort. I will be the one to impart knowledge of the past onto your little minds. Here's a wonderful thing. Truly splendid. She's pretty. I like her design a lot. The lives of our ancestors throughout the history forced the paths to present in which we live. Today, you shall learn about the most mysterious location of all Paldea, the Great Crater. As you all are aware, a massive crater known as the Great Crater of Paldea exists in the heart of our region. The area inside this crater is called Area Zero, and research of its geological strata and material composition has shown that the crater is in fact over 1 million years old. It was long believed that a certain something rested at the bottom of this mysterious crater. Perfect timing to make eye contact, young Zack. Answer me this. What exactly was believed to rest in the deep sea? Treasure! Hey, that is correct. You are a surprisingly clever one, aren't you? I see you did your homework prior to coming to my class. That's right. Some believe that a treasure more valuable than anything else in this world rested in the depths of the Great Crater. And now we know it's the Terraform. Oh! I'm only now realizing it's what is it? Laventon! It's Professor Laventon on the board! And also his suit, actually that tracks. I'm only now realizing that they're researching, well, I kind of figured when they saw the Pokeball. She's got her blackboard is covered in things from Pokemon Legends Arceus. That's a fun Easter egg. Nice! So much for dreams of treasure hunting, though, as a lab has been built by those of the same depths. Oh, and before I forget, you would all do remember that the Great Crater and Area Zero are both off limits to all but those who have official business there. Okay. Also, I'm curious, is she related to Laventon? Because I feel like she'd be related to Laventon. They look similar. Like they have the same, I have the same hair, same general face shape. They seem similar. Do not entertain the foolish notion of gallivanting off to Area Zero essential riches. It's no place for children dreaming of treasure and adventure. Besides, if there were all that possible to investigate the area, I would surely be the first to do so. Alright. Oh, is that time already? I must have gotten swept up in filling your minds with knowledge. That's ends today's lesson. We'll unravel more of history's enigmas together next time. Okay. I don't think this is going to be a particularly hard class. I like history, so history should go smoothly. Alright. Good morning, Master Zack. What class would you like to take? History. More history. You like history, Miss Ryfort? Yeah, Ryfort is cool. I don't know what's... Class will begin soon. Don't be tardy. I'm curious what kind of things she specializes in. Because we haven't really gotten to know her yet. I would assume she specializes in ground-type Pokemon, considering, her obsession with history. Because we are going to have to fight her at some point for the Academy Ace tournament thing that they're trying to set up. Because I remember because that is the thing. I know that's what it's called because I know it's from the post game and that people have covered it. I know that's what it's called. I don't know what it entails. All I know is that we have to fight all of the faculty and staff and a couple of other random trainers as well. Greetings, my little students. Whatever you did yesterday is now part of history. Today you will continue to unravel the marvels that history has presented to us. About 2,000 years ago, the region came under the rule of the Paldean Empire. Historical accounts describe the Paldean Emperor as being quite the dictator. The Emperor also zealously believed the legend of the treasure that rests deep within Area Zero. I must mention that the civilizations of our ancestors were not as developed as ours is today. People back then were far more likely to believe in mysterious legends, magic, and beings beyond human comprehension. In an attempt to gain the power to stand against the Paldea's neighbor countries, the Emperor sent people in droves to join the hunt for the fabled treasure in Area Zero. Aha, perfect time to make eye contact, young Zack. Answer me this. Approximately how many years ago was the Paldean Emperor began to rule this region? Wasn't it 1,000 years ago? Incorrect, you're off by an entire millennium. By 1,000 years ago, the Paldean Emperor had already begun to collapse. Okay, never mind, I'm an idiot. The answer is about 2,000 years ago. That's when the great era of exploration began. However, it is said that not a single adventurer sent out by the Emperor ever reached the depths of Area Zero. Was it a punishing journey itself that barred their way, or perhaps some unknown creature? The resounding failure of this great era of exploration almost certainly heightened the air of mystery surrounding the crater. Oh, what I wouldn't give to explore Area Zero in an untouched state at the time. I suppose I can only hope for the swift invention of a time machine. Ironic. 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 That's exactly what happened. Well, it's that time already. You must have gotten swept up in filling your minds with knowledge. This ends today's lesson. We will unravel more of today's histories and enigmas together next time. Okay. We have so many more classes to take. Good God. Oh, I should have done this before, but now we're doing it now because it teaches me things. Oh, we should have done this earlier. Oh, we should have done this long ago, but we didn't because we're idiots. I'm an idiot, and I didn't do it. All right. Yeah, not you guys. I'm an idiot, specifically, because I'm the one who forgot to do it. Alright. Greetings, my little students. Whatever you did yesterday is now part of history. Today, we will continue to unravel the marvels that history has presented to us. As you should remember from our last class, Area Zero's great era of exploration began about 2,000 years ago. This era lasted for approximately 1,000 years, but not a single soul was able to venture all the way to the deepest reaches of Area Zero. Having poured much of its human and financial resources into the exploration of Area Zero for so long, the Paldean Empire fell into decline. 2,200 years later, or 800 years ago, the Empire and surrounding nations united into one entity. This was the formation of Paldea as we know it today. Interesting! Well, that also would explain some of the ruins. Probably the remains of various castles and other things that were scattered around Paldea that fell into ruin, and then all of them merged into a single government, so they probably didn't need them anymore. That makes sense. Yes, this very academy where you're now filling your young minds with knowledge was also apparently established at that time. Interesting. I like the school building, though certainly having undergone repairs throughout the years, it's just as it was when it was built some time ago. This very structure is a piece of history. Things are old and things of old are truly splendid. I would certainly prefer not to have the Pokeball portion, though. A relatively new addition. Alright. Aha, perfect timing. Okay, let's see if you've been listening to my lecture. Tell me, approximately how many years ago was this Academy of Ours established? 800. Correct, I see the look of contradiction on your face was indeed just that. I hate nothing more than when a student only pretends to listen. The Academy was constructed exactly 805 years ago, to be precise. In other words, your Academy here is 805 years old. At the time, it was offered state-of-the-art facilities and a uniquely innovative curriculum. As such, people used to say, those seeking knowledge need to look no further than the oranges of Paldea. That's right, they were referring to Naranja Academy. It's said that the proverb of sorts was even used outside the Paldea region. Oh, is it that time already? I must have gotten swept up filling your minds with knowledge. This ends today's lesson. Our next class will be our midterm exam. Bring the wonders of history to the forefront of your minds in preparation. Also, I'm realizing her bang is clipping into her face a little bit. That one hair strand does not like moving. Oh, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Alright. I think they may have missed a vertice or something in there, because that is a mess. That is not supposed to be moving, but it is. That was not, that has to have been something they just missed. Like a small little detail. Not a game-breaking thing. Not a game-breaking thing, but definitely something that's noticeable. I'm only not, like, I was just paying attention, and it's like, oh, her hair's moving in a way it shouldn't be. Alright, greetings, my little students. It's time for our midterm examination. Or summon your historical knowledge for the... Yeah, because she bobs her head around, so it clips into her hair. Summon her historical knowledge from the dark recesses of your mind and answer the questions. Oh. The Great Crater Paldea. Treasure. 2,000. 805. Knowledge. Okay, your time is up. Put your writing utensils down. That last question was a freebie. Even the least capable of you surely padded your scores there. I sincerely hope you did anyway. So ends our midterm examination. You may ask for your scores at the school's front desk. Okay, perfect. We still got a ways to go. We still got a lot of classes to take. And I don't even know how many classes I've got left. It feels great to get a test out of the way, doesn't it? Let's take a look at your results. You must get 3? Okay. I think I got a 5 out of 5. So I think I'm fine. Yeah! 5 out of 5. Alright. Keep doing your best. Good morning. History. Class will begin soon. Don't be tardy. Greetings, my little students. Whatever you did yesterday is now part of history. I was hoping to continue unraveling the marvels that history has presented to us today. However, I imagine your ability to concentrate has been spectacularly derailed by my midterm. I suppose changing things up for fun and variety may be a good idea every now and then. So allow me to tell you an old fairy tale that has been passed down in Paldea for generations. Once upon a time, there was a king who very much enjoyed collecting treasure. He was particularly fond of treasures from other countries. One day, a merchant from the east heard rumors of this king and came to meet him. The merchant laid out 4 treasures in front of the treasure-loving king. The 4 treasures were as follows: a vessel, a sword, a set of tablets, and a set of beads. Seeing such rarities before him, the king leaped for joy. He showered the merchants with gold coins and claimed all 4 of the treasures for himself. Aha, perfect time to make eye contact. Answer me this. I said that one of the treasures was a set of tablets. What do you think these tablets were? Wooden planks for writing on. Correct, your daily pursuit of knowledge serves you well. These particular tablets were written and used as writing medium in the East in ancient times. As you may know, they fell out of popular use as paper became more universally available. For the king to consider these paper substitute treasures, they must have been of superb quality. That, or perhaps they had some amazingly profound teaching written on them. So the king obtained these 4 treasures, and on that very night, it said that the terrible disaster rained upon his castle, reducing it to rubble by dawn. Oh! Oh, is it that time already? I wasn't done with my story, but alas. So on today's lesson, if you're interested in how the story ends, you may come see me outside class hours. Ah! Interesting. Okay, so I gotta learn that story. I will learn that story. So that's probably her storyline. That's probably her storyline and what we need to do. We need to go talk with her. We've got to finish up our talking with everybody. And you like the history with... Yeah, we're gonna keep talking about her. Talking with her. And I want to learn that more of that story because that's interesting. That's an interesting little story that she told. Greetings, my little students. Whatever you did yesterday is now a part of history. Today, we will continue to unravel the marvels that history has presented to us. I trust that you all remember our lesson before the midterm exam concerning the Great Crater of Paldea and its interior, Area 0. This mysterious crater captured the imagination of many, including the former Paldean emperor. 100 years ago, a group of explorers claimed to have finally reached its depths. The name of the team that achieved this great feat was the Area 0 Expedition. This team said to have been made up by Paldea's best and brightest. Skilled battlers, brilliant researchers, talented individuals of all kinds. Among the list of team members was the name of a man who was the author and brilliant natural historian, Heath. After returning from the expedition to Area 0, he used his literary talents to record the events of the expedition and publish them. Aha, perfect timing. Let's see if you were paying attention. What was the name of the team that first made it to the... Area 0 Survey Corps. No. Correct. To pick up on and remember a term or simply slipped in the flow of the lecture. You really are quite the clever one. The correct name for the team was the Area Zero Expedition. The record of their activities written by the expedition member Heath can be found in the bookstores and the like even today. The record is now known as the Scarlet Book. Oh, okay, that's right. We were learning more about the Scarlet Book. At the time, the entire region of Paldea was absolutely buzzing about Area Zero. The Scarlet Book was so popular that practically everyone had a copy. However, the book itself was full of fantastical descriptions and illustrations of things that could never be thought of as real. The messes began to call Heath a liar. Even the truth of the expedition making it to the bottom of the clay was called into question. The Scarlet Book was condemned to the shelves of used bookstores as just another book of wild paranormal stories. But now we know it's completely true, and he wasn't, in fact, making it up. That's tragic and sad. There's a copy of one on the bookshelves at the ground floor of the entrance hall. Feel free to have it a read if you're interested. Oh, it's that time already. I must have gotten swept up in filling your minds with knowledge. This ends today's lesson. We will unravel more of history's enigmas together next time. Right, I think maybe I did read it and just forgot. Because if it's been there the whole time, then I probably just missed it. Alright. Okay, interesting classes. I think this is my last history class, and then my midterm, and then my final. Oh, this is gonna be a long several episodes, isn't it? I know it is. I know some people are probably not. I don't think anybody's gonna watch these episodes, being perfectly honest. I wouldn't blame you. They're interesting for lore. I will give them that. They are interesting for lore and learning battle mechanics and all these other things. But I don't think anybody's gonna watch them. Being perfectly honest, I'm just making them because I can. But I don't think anybody's gonna want to watch these because they're kind of, well, they're a little bit slow. I'll be perfectly honest. They're a lot slow, actually. Greetings, my little students. Whatever you did yesterday is now a part of history. Today's our last class, so I'd like to unravel the marvels that history has presented to us one last time. Okay? In our last class, I taught you about the Area Zero expedition of 200 years ago, correct? Alas, 200 years ago is not that long. It's not that long ago at all. How unfortunate that our history lessons must march so inexorably toward the future. Would it not be more for an adventure to march forward to the past instead? Start from our present and study history in reverse? I think we would. So you agree with me, do you, Zack? However, I'm afraid I risk incurring the wrath of our dear director if I stray from the curriculum. Sigh. I suppose I have no choice but to let the flow of time carry us toward the future. In this last class of ours, I shall fill your minds with the history of the terrestrial phenomenon. The technology behind Terra Orbs is its origins in Area Zero. Even after the Area Zero expedition supposedly reached the crater's deepest depths, others continue to explore that area. And around 140 years ago, Pokemon cloaked in a mysterious light were discovered there. As you may have already guessed, those were in fact terrestrialized Pokemon. However, when those who discovered these Pokemon brought them out of Area Zero, the light faded and the terrestrial phenomenon remained a mystery for quite some time. However, 10 years ago, that might as well be present day, a certain someone you have definitely heard of unraveled this mystery. Perfect timing to make answer me this. What is the name of our famous professor? Professor okay, correct. To think that you, a new transfer to our academy, could correctly answer this question. You must be very diligent in your studies. Approximately 10 years ago, a professor named Sada unraveled the mystery of the terrestrial phenomenon. She discovered that the shining crystals down in Area Zero, or rather the energy they emit, is what causes Pokemon to terrestrialize. This led to Professor to invent Terra Orb technology and to develop a practical use for it. This technology was then shared with both the Pokemon League and our academy. Rumor has it that Director Clavel was one of the researchers on the professor's team. Alas, this story is much less exciting now than someone who we all know appears in it. Modern history truly is dull, isn't it? This ends my history class. Our next session will be our final exam. Bring the wonders of history to the forefront to your minds of preparation. Okay! We got one last class! Well, we're gonna probably do one last set of classes, and then I think that's gonna be it for episode. Okay. Let's get this done. History final. We got one last set of classes, and then we're done, unfortunately. The class will begin soon. Don't be tardy. Yeah, I know. Don't be tardy. Don't be tardy to classes, kids. Because then you'll get in trouble with the school. And that's not good. I don't think any children actually watch my stuff. I just feel like they're putting that out. Greetings, my little students. It's time for our final examination. Although it does work a little bit in college now I think about it, because the thing is, you show up for class and then your professor just comes in when he comes in. If he's late enough, you don't have to take the class because he just does not, because if he no-shows. But yeah, if you're in college, it's a little bit different. But being late to classes when you're just in class, when you're like in elementary school, middle school, high school, don't be late. But in college, if the professor's late, you're fine. You just leave. If they're late enough, you just leave. That's it. But summon your historical knowledge from the dark recesses of your mind and answer the questions. Ooh! Area 0. How many years ago was the Academy founded? 805. Which release did not appear in the Paldea fairy tale about the 4 treasures? A folding fan. Which of the Area 0 expedition members wrote the records of the team's activity? Heath. How many years ago? 10. Your time is up. And I think I got a 5 out of 5. You must excuse that last question. It's too shallow and ridiculous to be on a history test. But alas, the director forced me to include it. So ends our final examination. You may ask for your scores at the school's front desk. Okay. And perfect. And now we're going to do one last set of classes. Well, one the game boots up. Okay. I think I passed this class with flying colors. Yeah, that's a passing score. Mr. Radford asked us to give this award to any students who pass the exam. All right. You put the experience candies. Okay. Let's keep doing your best. Okay. Languages. You live like languages, Mr. Salvatore. Yes. Class will begin soon. Don't be tardy. Okay, perfect. Now we get to learn languages. I don't really know how well this is gonna go, but it'll be interesting. My dear students, how are you all today? Feeling good, I hope. Jimmy Paldea Salvatore. My name is Salvatore. Merci beaucoup. That is, thank you very much for your attention here in my class. I'm so happy for these classes to already experience my younger days with you all. Do you know what Salvatore means? It means savior. So just imagine I'm here to save you from spooky new languages. Haha, funny, no? That's right. My classes will teach you all about various languages from different regions. You may say good morning or hello as a greeting, but some people elsewhere may bonjour salute. I've heard there's even a popular streamer out there who smashes several languages together and say hello, hola, ciao, and bonjour. There are so many regions out there in the world, and each can have their own unique languages. Gracias, merci, arigato, danke. These are all have the same meaning. Can you guess what it is? Thank you. What? Whoa, Zack, was it? Bravo, that's correct. And speaking up is important in language learning too. Gracias, merci, these words all mean thank you. I guess some of you probably knew at least one of these. All right. Despite meaning the same thing, their lengths and sounds are all different. Isn't that interesting? And now, apropos of nothing, let me give you all one of my wise words to achieve. When you travel abroad, you should try speaking the local language as much as you can, even if you can't speak it very well. I'm sure your willingness to try and make the people you meet very happy. Honestly, from my experience, just being able to say hello, delicious, and thank you in the local language will get you pretty far. For everything else, just pretend you're Mr. Mime and guess your way. Oh, that's that. There's that pesky bell. I guess that's all the time we have for today. Well, adios, matade, la pachin. See you later, everyone. Okay. Well, that's fun. I like him. He's fun. Okay. Alright, time to take more classes. Good morning. I want to take more language classes. Yes, let's finish our language classes, our language course. Let's just do that, and then we've got 3 more classes left. So we got another episode of this, and then we've got to finish all. Alright. My dear friends, how are you all today? Feeling absolutely fantastic, I hope. It's time for Salvador's language lesson. It's put. Are you ready, everyone? You can answer with yes or oi. Oi! She's super! In our last class, I believe I taught you all how to say thank you in other languages, right? Today's class, we will learn all in the course. I don't even know what that word is, because I don't know. I can probably learn the language. Doesn't mean I can speak it very well or read it very well. We'll learn about certain words to make sure people are happy when you use to travel abroad. I do like this guy, though. He very much knows what he's talking about. Where will you ask? Well, what you'll have to guess. Yes, Hoche Bueno. Can anyone tell me what the word means? Delicious? Correct, it's super. I knew I could count on you, Zack. Delicious? Okay, all these words mean delicious. Using the local word for delicious at markets and restaurants is sure to get a big soiree. A smile, that is, from whoever you're talking about. It'll make communication go much more smoothly, I guarantee it. People love it when someone says the cuisine of their homeland is delicious. Who wouldn't be happy to receive such a compliment? And now, apropos of nothing, let me give you all one of my wise words of advice. The first step to smooth communication is to compliment the person you're talking to. After all, it's not very likely that a compliment will put someone in a bad mood. This doesn't apply to some people in other... This doesn't apply only to people in other regions either. It's the same for all of you too. You can put this tip to use with your classmates. How about you all try complimenting each other after class? I bet it will make for an ambience plus sympathetic, or more friendly atmosphere. That's all for today. See you all on Pochin Core next lesson, that is. Adios, matinee. Okay, this is going about as well as I'd expected. Okay, I'm trying to keep... This is like actually going to school again. It really is. It really is. You like languages, but it really is just like learning of things again. Alright, but it is fun learning, but it is definitely fun because they do give little tidbits about the world building and stuff like that through these classes, as well as how the game works, which I do like. Merry friends, how are you all today? You certainly look fantastic. It's time for another one of Salvador's language lessons. Es wird pret. Are you ready? Alright. Ahem. Et wird pret. Are you ready? Oi! Press bien. Very good. My lessons are now a one-way street. None. I am triste when no one speaks up. Very sad, that is. In our last class, I believe I taught you how to say delicious in other languages, right? In La Cour de Helui, today's class, we will learn about a very special phrase that you can put to use whenever the time is just right. Alright. Oh! I love you. Fantastic, Zack. Correct. You deserve a medallion or a gold medal. Okay. These are the phrases you may know, I think. Why? Because they're all quite famous as a way to say I love you. Oh my, have I embarrassed you all, my friends? What timidest lagaciones et filets, shy boys and girls, that is. Alright, so it's very important to express your feelings about things to others, you know? This is especially true for positive emotions. If you get married someday and argue with your spouse over some silly little thing, all you have to do is apologize and say I love you, et bien, and all will be well, that is. I should know, why just like I had a big argument with my family, my dear wife, that is. Not surprising that he's married, he's very handsome. But I was quick to say I'm sorry, and all that went well. You know, a purpose for nothing, let me give you one of my wise words of advice. It's best to be quick to apologize when you have an argument with someone. That goes for your families, friends, and your crushes. I know you can do it, I believe in you. Our our next class will be the midterm exam. Be sure to review what we learned in all of our lessons so far. Adios, matinee. Okay. Now time for the midterm. I think I'll be fine. Talk. Good morning. I want to learn the languages midterm. Okay. Class will begin soon. Don't be tardy. We're almost done with this, I'm sure. Today we take our midterm exam. Very relaxed it is and do your best. Esther Poit, are you ready? Let's begin. Oh. Thank you. What the following means delicious. Doesn't belong. Time to eat. Which is speaking one person was the first step to smooth communication. Compliment them. Bury them in flattery. Okay. Okay, that wasn't that bad, I don't think. Alright, I'm sure you all did great. Bravo, my friends. You can check your scores at the school front desk. Okay. Fantastic. Oh, we've got so much more to do, though. Okay, let's take a look at our results. We must get 3 questions correct to pass the midterm exam and 4 questions correct to pass the final exam. Let's see how you did on your language test. You answered 5 out of 5! Fantastic! Small candy. I'm learning I'm getting that for every class that I do. Keep doing your best. Alright, time to take... Okay, I'm curious what will happen if I complete them all. Do I get a big reward for doing that? Probably. I want to say yes. Alright, let's keep learning. Let's keep learning. Let's just move right along, and this is probably going to be our last couple of class. This is probably going to be our last class that we take. Because I think we still got another episode of this. Good God. How did you like that midterm exam? Y'all did really great. We're halfway there, and now time for another lesson. Are you ready? Oi! Trust beyond response. Great answer. Mercy, my friends. I knew you could all count on your stars. Leading up to midterm, we learned all sorts of words from different regions. Starting today, though, I'll be throwing a curveball for we begin listening comprehension. Vasvi, go for it, my assistant. Pikachu! Okay. As you just heard, Pokemon can also use words to communicate. It's not always easy for us to understand them, but their words have meaning, just as ours do. Pokemon can use language to share all kinds of information with each other, like the location of food or whether there may or may not be predators nearby. The same Pokemon cries may sound different depending on what they want to say. I'm sure you're all curious, so hi, today that is, let's learn some Pokemon language. Okay? Jet, pray, if you would be so kind, Pikachu. What emotion do you supposed to be which I was trying to convey just now? Happiness? Sorry, Zack, that's not correct. Pokemon language is hard, isn't it? The picture says... It's usually an angry voice. It's using an angry voice. That's right, I had my little Pikachu friend here pretend to be angry for us. Don't you think you did a great job? Give Pikachu a round of applause, everyone. Okay. That same Pokemon can even communicate its feelings in many different ways. Their voices change depending on the mood and physical condition. Try listening more carefully to Pokemon, you may gain a deeper understanding of them. That having been said, Pokemon are quite mysterious creatures. Some actually don't communicate with words at all, but instead use things like electromagnetic or ultrasonic waves. Some even use telepathy. And now, purpose of nothing, let me give you one of my wise words of advice. If you poke at your Pokemon too many times while washing them during picnics, they'll get mad at you like Pikachu just demonstrated. Okay. Well, adios, Matsune. As la prochaine. See you later, everyone. Okay. I'm learning. Oh, this is... Okay. Taking more classes. Let's finish these languages. You like languages with Mr. Salvatore? Yes. I think these actually, I changed my mind. I think these episodes will be very entertaining just to see me descend into madness as I have to keep going through classes. Oh, we don't get to do any of the fun exploration stuff for the next couple of episodes. For about at least another week, we're going to be doing this shit. Oh. My dear friends, how are you all today? Hope you're doing marvelously well. It's time for another of Salvatore's language lessons. And are you ready? Oi! I would expect no less from my excellent friends. Even your replies to my questions are excellent. Adohui! Today, we'll once again be focusing on listening. Firstly, go for it, my assistant Pikachu. As you may remember from our last class, the same Pokemon cries may sound different depending on what they want to say. Adohui! Today, that is, we will be learning more about language used by Pokemon. Just pray if you would be so kind, Pikachu. I mean, it sounds a little bleak, doesn't it? His voice seems like a lower pitch, too. What emotion are you supposed to be choosing when you say? Sadness? Ding, ding, ding! That's right, Zack. Fantastic. What Pikachu says... It's expressing sadness. Kind of makes you want to cry, doesn't it? That's right, I heard my little Pikachu cry just as it was crying, huh? Funny joke, right? Funny joke? Don't you think it did a great job? Get Pikachu, round of applause, everyone. Alright. And now, purpose for nothing, let me give you all of my wise words of advice. If you hear one of your Pokemon making sad noises like this one, you should treat them with even more kindness than usual. Well, you probably already knew that, though. A piece of cake for you all, I'm sure. Of course, this goes for your classmates and others as well. Friends should support each other in times of sadness. I truly hope that all of you can have smiles on your faces at all times, my friends. Alright. Our Proton Course, next lesson that is, will be our final lesson together. I hope you're ready for the climactic finale. Adios, matinee. Okay. Okay. Last class, then the final, and then we're done. And then we can, well, not really move on. We've got a lot more before we can move on. We still got a ways to go, but this is our but we are going into the last couple of classes. And that makes me, and then we gotta finish all the story related, all the talking to people related things. Because I believe they unlock once we've completed all the courses. Which makes sense. My dear friends, how are you all today? It's time for our last of Salvador's language lessons. Etivoy, are you ready? Oi! Well, what a response fantastique. Great character, that is. Perfect. For our last class together. I love it. And Adohoy, today we'll once again be having a listening lesson. Vassivi, go forward, my assistant. Pikachu. Hi. Pikachu. Let's get right to it, my little Pikachu friend. For our last listening class, tell everyone how you're feeling right now. Say that, P. Cha. Happiness? Hold on. Okay. When Pikachu says, as expressing happiness doesn't just make you want to break out into a little happy dance. But I didn't have to ask Pikachu to put on an act today. Oh no, I simply asked for it to show you all how it felt about getting to have class with you. Getting to meet so many new friends and stay together in this class with you. It's made both me and my little Pikachu so very happy. And now, I promise for nothing, let me give you one last word of advice. As you live your lives, I'm sure you will all have times when you get mad or sad, maybe even more than you would like. Everything has its ups and downs. Life is a veritable roller coaster. But Alafine, in the end, that is, this is surely happiness. There's surely happiness waiting for you. So, let's keep a smile on your face, even in the hardest of times. Cha. On your face with a problem that you can't handle alone, find someone to rely on, be it a teacher, your family, your friends, anyone. Our approaching the next lesson will be our final exam. Be sure to review what we have learned in all of our lessons so far. Adios, Matsune. Okay, his language course was interesting. I did enjoy that very much. But oh boy. Okay. Last course for today at least, and then I can move on to doing other things with my day. You like languages with Mr. Salvatore? Yes, this is our final exam, so let's get right to it and hopefully do it well. Okay. Adohoy, today we will take our final exam. Relax, that is, and do your best. Pray. Are you ready? Let's begin. Ooh. Delicious? Foreign faces mean. Time to eat. I'm pretty sure I love you. Piga. Anger. Anger. That's definitely the anger one. That's happiness. What is your beloved teacher's name? Salvatore! Okay, I think I did well. So the last question that is, gave you no trouble. I'm sure you all did great. Bravo, my friends. You can get your scores back from the front desk. Okay. Let's see how well we did. Okay. That was great. Let's do it. You got 3 questions and 4 questions. How did I do? You answered 5 more questions. Yay, I did correctly. Now I don't have to do Mr. Salvatore's class again. Fantastic. Okay, well, with that, I think we're going to leave the episode here. That was an ordeal. And we still got a ways to go. Also, what happens when I unlock the things for the campus? Staff room. Oh, I can talk with everybody in the staff room. Nice. Okay, so that does confirm. I have since unlocked my ability to talk to the teachers. I need to do more. Go talk with the staff room and unlock more things, and I also need to complete more classes. But that went well. All right. Okay, but that went well. In any case, whew, that was a bit of an ordeal. Well, it is still an ordeal, because we still got another set of classes to take, and that's going to take another hour. Oh, this is going to be a long game. This is going to be I am not looking forward to the stream that I'm going to have to do for this final set of things. I am not looking forward to that in the slightest. Oh, I'm now realizing I'm going to have to do that for a stream. I think we are going to leave this episode here. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, be sure to follow me on Twitter in the description below. Be sure to check out my Patreon in the description below as well if you want to help support the show. It's only a couple bucks a month. It does really help me out. And you guys get access to a bunch of cool perks that are my way of saying thanks, so be sure to check those out. Link is down in the description. Be sure to check out my Discord. I like hanging out with people over there. I would appreciate that. Be sure to go and check out my Twitter if you have not already. I like talking with people over there. Please go follow me on that. And finally, if you want to see more content from me, then be sure to check out the videos linked in the end screen. The top video is the most recent video. It may or may not be this video. Whereas the bottom view is the video recommended to you based on what you've already seen from me, likely more Pokemon. So yeah, if you want to try something new or see more of what you like, then be sure to check both of those videos out. But in any case, thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!